Do it. That's what I'm looking. Should the stream be going?
Give it 1 minute.
That's right. I forgot. There's a delay. It just kicked on. I done this.
It starts at 10 till and it takes 2 minutes to get going.
That's right. And we've had this conversation before because I'm pretty sure I've asked that exact same question. One of these days I'll remember it.
Oh man. Anyone have eyes on Tony and Cindy? Oh.
Okay.
There they are, thanks.
Alright. Alright. And we've got them up. And Tony's almost out of his light. That's okay though. Alright, here we go. 40 seconds out, cameras. Or camera. I know you can probably see it on the stage display at the back.
And then ready for the pre-macro. Got him.
My white Norse problem has been fixed. B was turned all the way up for some reason.
Oh, good. All right. Well, I'm glad we were able to solve that problem. "15 seconds. Cameras, if you are not recording yet, please make sure that you remember to hit that record. Hit that like button.
And subscribe.
And subscribe. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And dissolve 4.
Good morning, Port City.
4, you're live.
We're excited that you are joining us on this beautiful Sunday morning. My name's Tony. I'm part of the creative team here.
Is it possible, camera 4, yeah, I know you're live, to tilt down just to give a little more headroom? When I was looking at it on preview, it didn't look, the headroom looked fine, but for some reason when we went live, it looks worse than it may be. Thank you, sir. That's much better. Thanks.
Personality is the first thing that greets you.
If anybody can make online adjustments, Ken, it's you.
All about here at Wilmington. So I'm just like happy that you're joining us, and I'm not just saying it because you're, with us today. Seriously, she is amazing and has been involved in a lot of things here at Port City. And since you're kind of new to the online community, tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe where you're serving here in Wilmington.
Oh, thank you, Tony. It was
No
really
problem.
sweet. So I've been part of Port City for about 17 years.
Wow.
But several years ago, I started in Grow Zone. I was in a classroom, volunteering, had a good time.
With the little ones.
Got tired. Oh, I got tired every Sunday. And then I kind of transitioned into a ministry called Embrace Grace.
Okay.
So Embrace Grace is a ministry for single pregnant women. And we kind of launched that many, many years ago with my small group who just wanted
Stream's
to
working.
serve the community. But it's for single pregnant women, opportunity for them to connect with other single pregnant women. We want them to be part of the church, and we want us to show them that the church really cares about them and wants to walk with them. Anna Buchanan leads that ministry now, and starts next Sunday, which is exciting. And then just all those changes.
Yes, I did check it when I did the prayer in the last service. I was like, oh, it's working again. What was it?
To the baby shower at the end of the semester.
Because I tracked the cables. Everything was plugged in.
These young
SDI
ladies
is
is
the
just
signal we
amazing.
use
It's
for
a
most
beautiful
everything.
picture.
Okay, yeah.
Travels over a coax cable.
Yes.
And it carries video and audio.
Yes.
So it's coming here
Not just you.
all together in one
So
cable,
it is
and then it
mid-February,
hits a little device that
and if you've
de-embeds
been
the
around
audio,
Port
so I
City
can
any
send it
amount
Okay.
to
of time, that
speakers,
means you've
and that
hopefully
device
chosen your
has
word.
gone bad.
Combat. Okay.
It took the whole month
Took
of
the whole
January.
month of January.
But
Okay.
I had
So I told Annie, Nick, I kind of like to, I don't like leaving their names in the whole time, so because when we show a
with anxiety. I have my whole
link or something, I want there to be a change on the screen to draw people's attention to it. So I normally say like,
Have it so it fades out and fades back in. When you click on the link, the names go away first, and then the link comes out.
Which rejoice in all
Okay.
things in the Lord.
All right.
And I did. And it started turned
no,
people
we're good.
went to free, and then this year, I had a hard time.
No, just leave it now. Yeah.
But my husband and I were really battling some health issues.
I leave it in because people are continuing
Yes,
to join us.
I would show it 3 or 4 times, but I wouldn't leave something on the bottom. Yeah. Okay.
I like to leave it in, but I don't
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because not everybody's on right away. They're logging in throughout the time, and I wanted to be able to see that name.
Test, test.
We copy.
Led me there, and I cannot wait to see where he stretches me and leads me. How about you?
Well, mine is try because I'm a perfectionist, and when I don't do something.
Caitlin
right,
is
it
producing
makes
this one, but I will be here in case of emergencies.
Okay.
I was just testing the headset.
Don't worry about the 1,000th step down the road. Just be focused on what is in front of you right there, because that's all he's asking me to do.
Right. It's great.
One thing that you mentioned about Jesus being your foundation, what we're going to do during the Easter holiday leading up to it is really look at who Jesus is and how you are, how you come to believe that Jesus is a firm foundation. Because we believe here at Port City that in order to reflect God's heart, you have to know God's heart. And God's heart is most
1 minute
clearly
gathering.
represented in who Jesus is. So leading up to Easter, we want to
Speaking of
study that.
Easter,
3, we will be coming to you more than likely.
I did my thing that I gave up for Lent, and oh, it's been a struggle. I gave up the Cadbury cream eggs. Oh my gosh.
Wait, the one thing you gave up for
Yes.
Lent was Cadbury cream eggs?
Yeah, I know. The
That
irony
doesn't
is
even
not lost
happen
on me.
until Lent is over.
I know.
Lent ends on Easter.
I know. The irony is not lost on me. And they now, Walmart now sells them by the dozen. You can get a dozen Cadbury cream eggs in an egg carton just like eggs.
For $2.99.
Oh no, it's a lot more than that. Those Cadbury cream eggs are $1.25
All right,
a piece.
ready 3?
All right.
Actually,
you
go
can
ahead and push in
take the
really
lower
quick.
third out.
3 if you can. Push in like halfway through the room. Pull out slightly so
All
you get
right,
some of the
gathering
room.
starts in 7.
Pull out
All
a
right,
little more.
ready to go
5,
live.
And then show me
4,
some motion.
3,
Ready 3.
2, 1.
Dissolve 3.
Go for rolling.
And 4, you're clear.
During
When
if
you
you
get-
can
when we
push
get tight.
in to just him a little bit tighter. Ready 2. Take 2.
Go for it. Yeah. He's not going to go to 1.
Ready 5. Take 5.
All right, you can take name
Ready
out.
1.
You can take his name out.
Go ahead and show
Yeah,
his
I
name.
want to take it out. Yeah, I don't.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Show his name.
And we could not be more excited about what God's going to do that night in the life of our church and in the life of us individually. And so we would love to just invite you to be here. We're going to worship together. We're going to pray.
All right, ready 1.
We're going to learn what it means to really worship
Take 1.
and offering our lives and all that we are. We're going to dig into that together as a church. But we're going to do that this morning as well. We want to invite you to stand up. And we'd love for you to sing with us. But even more than that, we would love for these words to really be something that
Ready 3.
goes into our hearts, it goes into our minds, because what we believe is that the songs that we sing affect the lives.
And Jeff, go ahead and set up on the right again. Set up on the right again, and then I'll let you know.
Our praise and our
Go all the way back to the right side.
adoration. We live our lives that way. As we sing these
and then I'll let you know when to start your motion.
That we live out of that place instead of all these other distractions and chaos that comes at us. And so we want to worship together this morning. Kayla's going to teach us a new song, and we would love for you just to jump in right off the bat with us.
Ready,
as we
3?
Sing and worship together this morning.
Take dissolve 3. Ready, 4. Dissolve 4. Ready, 1. Actually, ready for 6. Ready, 6, dissolve 6. I was unsure where that mic was gonna hit her, but I think it's okay. Ready, 1. Dissolve 1. Ready, 4. Dissolve 4. Ready, 5. Dissolve 5. Pan slide to the right, Duran. That's the left, but that's okay. No, go left. That's fine. Ready, 2. Dissolve 2. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 6. Take 6. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 3. Ready, 1 first. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 3. Dissolve 3. Ready, 5. Dissolve 5. Ready, 1 on the T-bar. T-bar 1. Alright, 5, you're clear. Oh, there you go. Yep. Ready, 4. On a dissolve. Ready, 4. Dissolve 4. Ready, 6. Start taking here. Ready, 6. Take 6. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 5. Take 5. Ready, 2. Take 2. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 3. Take 3. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 6. Take 6. Ready, 1. Take 1. 6, you're a little soft, I think it looked like on the singers. Ready, 3. Take 3. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 2. Take 2. Ready, 5. Take 5. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 6. Take 6. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 3. Take 3. Ready, 5. Take 5. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 2. Sure, ready, 3, 4 first. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 2. Take 2. Ready, 6. Take 6. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 5. Take 5. Ready, 3. Ready, 1 first. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 3. Dissolve 3. Ready, 6. Dissolve 6. Ready, 1. Dissolve 1.
Stand by for Taya.
Ready, 5. Dissolve 5. Ready, 2. Dissolve 2. Ready, 4. Dissolve 4. Ready, 1. Dissolve 1. Ready, 2. Dissolve 2. Slightly to the right, Jason. There we go. Ready, 6. Dissolve 6. Ready, 4. Dissolve 4. Ready, 1. Actually, ready, 2. Dissolve 2. Ready, 4. Dissolve 4. Ready, 3. Dissolve 3. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 6. Take 6. Ready, 2. Take 2. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 3. Take 3. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 6. Take 6. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 5. Take 5. Ready, 3. Ready, 1 first. Ready, 1. Dissolve 1. Ready, 3. We're gonna take 3. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 2. Take 2. Ready, 5. Take 5. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 6. Take 6. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 3. Take 3. Ready, 2. Take 2. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 5. Take 5. Ready, 1. Sorry, ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 6. Take 6. Well done, Jason. Way to experiment. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 5. Take 5. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 3. Take 3. Ready, 5. Take 5. Ready, 2. Take 2. Ready, 1. Dissolve 1.
We see that power and all that he does. That God is always
Well done,
moving.
cameras.
That we are in this room right now is a move.
Ready, 4.
That we can be here, we can worship with him. That is his power. before we get in the next part of this song, I just want us to all think of all that God has done. And let your response in this room be hallelujah. Because without him, we would
Jason,
not
if you
be
can
here.
shift to not have the mic stand
Whatever
through
your
her,
testimony is, whatever your story is,
that'd be
I
great.
want you to give it to God and focus and recenter on how his story
Oh yeah, it's just
intersects
tough.
with
No
ours
worries.
so
Ready
beautifully.
for 5?
And
Dissolve
when I
5.
think of all that my Savior has done, my only song is hallelujah.
Ready 2.
We've come a long way, and we have yet to go, but we have a God who is with us.
Dissolve 2.
When I think of all you've done and all the battles you brought me over,
Ready 4.
hallelujah.
Dissolve 4. Ready 3.
And all the storms I saw
Dissolve 3.
in my defense, my only song is hallelujah.
Ready 4. Dissolve 4.
And how he never let
Ready 5.
now unto him
Dissolve 5.
hallelujah.
Ready 1. Dissolve 1. Andrew, when you're on that shot, make sure that Taya's in focus in the front of that frame. But ready 6. Dissolve 6. Ready 3. With some motion. Ready 3. Dissolve 3. Ready 1. Dissolve 1. Ready 2. Dissolve 2. Jeff, go ahead and pull out some more. There we go. Ready 3. Make sure you're ready 4 first. Ready 4. Dissolve 4. Ready 3. Dissolve 3. Ready 1. Make sure you're 5 first. Ready 5. Dissolve 5. Ready 1. Dissolve 1. Ready 6. Dissolve 6. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. We're gonna T-bar here. Ready 1. T-bar 1. 5, you're clear. Ready 3. We're gonna T-bar 3. Ready 3. T-bar 3. Ready 5. T-bar 5. And if you can bring her in focus, Andrew, that's great. Well done. Ready 1. Dissolve 1. Ready 4. Dissolve 4. Ready 3.
Stand by for rolling.
Okay. Dissolve 3. Andrew, if you can make sure you record. You said number 5, Andrew? Okay. Yeah. Andrew, just try to make sure you remember to record if you're not already recording. Ready 1? Okay. Take 1. Or I shouldn't have said take, but dissolve. Dissolve 1. Thank you. Excellent job, cameras. Thank you. Ready 6. A little bit more headroom. 6. There we go. Oh yeah, because of the screen. Thank you. But all right, let's T-bar 6. T-barring 2-6. Alright, 1 you're clear. Ready, 3. We're gonna T-bar 3. Alright, 6 you're clear. Ready, 4. Actually, ready 1 first. Ready 1. T-bar 1. Ready 6. T-bar 6. Ready 2. I'm gonna dissolve. Ready 2. Dissolve 2. Ready 5. Dissolve 5. Ready 4. Dissolve 4. Excellent shots, guys. Thank you. Ready 1. Actually, ready 3. Actually, ready 1. Yeah, dissolve 1.
Reality for us this morning. And it says that your goodness, the goodness of our Heavenly Father, is chasing after us, is chasing after me, is chasing after you.
All right, Jeff, go ahead and push in if you can, most of the way.
I feel that, I see that.
A little bit more. I'll lose the top of the screen. There we go. Ready 3. Dissolve 3.
In this moment. There are others of us in the room.
We can probably pull lyrics while he's talking.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and click on black or, yeah, pull lyrics. Yeah. Ready 1. Actually, ready 5. Dissolve 5. Ready 1.
Choosing to believe that that's
Dissolve
true
1.
because our God is the same God He's always been. He has always chased after us, and He always will. And His presence is available to you and me. And in His presence is His goodness and His love and His mercy and His grace and His faithfulness. And so as we sing this as one body, representative people all across that spectrum, as one voice together, let's chase after this truth together. Let's know this truth together. Let's believe this, embrace this, and live from this place that the goodness
Ready,
of
4.
our Heavenly Father is right here in His presence. With all that we are, let's sing this.
Actually, ready 4. 6. Dissolve 6. Ready 4.
Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after,
Dissolve 4. Ready 5. Dissolve 5. Good work, cameras. Ready 3. Dissolve 3. Ready 1. Start taking here. Ready 1. Take 1. 3. Go ahead and reset. Pull out. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Actually, ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 1. Ready 6, take 6. Ready 1, actually ready 5. Dissolve 5. Ready 3. Motion 3. Dissolve 3. Ready 1.
Just sing this chorus one more time. Here we go. All my life.
Ready 1. Dissolve 1.
All we are. Know it's true.
Ready 5. Dissolve 5. Ready 3. Actually, go ahead and pull out a little bit. 3. Sorry, just a little bit. Ready 3. Dissolve 3.
God, I'm just so grateful.
Stand by for Clay.
Your presence is in every single moment.
Ready 1.
Us. And in your presence is the fullness
Dissolve 1.
of your goodness, fullness of your love for us. So God, I just pray
Alright,
for
3, get ready for Clay coming on.
those of us that
And then Duran, go ahead and set up for a 2-shot. Or not really a 2-shot. It's like a, yeah, probably knees up shot on Clay.
God, we cling to this in every single moment. Cling to your presence.
Alright,
And we
back
still
on.
don't have a name slide. We forgot to talk about that, didn't we?
We did mention it.
Okay, that's right. Oh, we do have one? Okay, cool.
I was gonna say it was mentioned, and I know Nick said he would get it done, so
Okay,
that's
cool.
good.
Ready 6, dissolve 6.
That was a nice transition,
Ready
Jared. I
2.
like that.
Thank you. Ready 2, dissolve 2.
And roll his name.
Yep, show me his name. Yeah, click on his name. That's okay.
But I also hope and pray that moments like this are not just encouraging to us, but they actually give us courage. Right? That, like what Ron said at the beginning of our time today,
Okay.
that worship, these songs we
Okay, go ahead and lose his name.
are meant to affect
All right.
our lives that we live.
Ready 5.
Moments where we got to experience
And
God's goodness and the hope
take 5.
Ready 1.
5 and 1 are live. 5 and 2 are live.
Take 1.
And going back to 1. Ready 1. Take 1. 5. Can you check your focus real quick?
But it's also not meant to stay in this room. It's not meant to stay in us. It's meant to go out from these places into the world in which we live. And this idea of
6. Can you tilt up and bring in the screen a little bit? There we go. Ready 6 online.
also meant to be true for
And take 6 online.
and the world around us.
6 and 1 are live.
Ready 5 in the room.
Love that as we kind of stand here in the middle of
Ready 5, take 5.
today, we can certainly recognize and celebrate
Ready 1.
contributions of black men and
Take
women
1.
And I'm going to the same. Ready 1. Take 1. 1's live everywhere.
in our city and our community. But we also recognize the pain that remains there, the brokenness that remains, and we believe God's heart is a heart to heal, a heart to restore, a heart to reconcile. In a place like that is kind of sensitive and difficult for some of us, man, God wants to do a work there. And God's healing power often comes through
All right.
God's people. He actually
Ready. We're going to do 3. Ready 3 online.
right? Because his healing is
And
most often seen
take 3 online.
through
3 and 1 are live.
reconciliation, this people being reconciled, us being reconciled to God, and then us being reconciled.
And ready back to 1. No, I'm going to wait for him to actually say it.
To listen to the story of another whose lived
Ready 2.
experience might be different than ours.
Take 2.
So we want to invite you in as a church for some spaces to hear those stories and engage in those conversations. And the first one
And
Get ready for the link, I think.
at 6:30 down at Studio 3, we're hosting a panel night. called
go ahead and click on the link.
Alright, go click on the
We're
link.
gonna talk about this idea of grace.
Bring it in.
He may not say it, but this is how they're going to get there.
God
Yeah.
has to say about
Yep.
God's kingdom, God's ways, God's goodness.
And his stage display does not give the link, so
Yeah.
he might not know that we have it.
Ready 1.
Who've learned, who've experienced,
Take 1.
who have something to share with us. And so I would love to call all of us to be there. I think this is something that we all get to engage in. And So if you want to come and be a part on Thursday 29th, Gracing the Kingdom, I would ask that you RSVP. You can go to our website, our life page, portcity.church.
There it is.
Life.
Yep.
It's open to all ages. We will have childcare that night. So if childcare is a barrier to you, you're a parent.
All right, go ahead and lose it.
Come around that is on our next Port City Kids Topics, which is March 3rd. That's Sunday. We're going to talk about this, about
Ready 3 in the room, briefly. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 2. Take 2.
Morning. We got a
especially as it comes.
Port City, whatever, 101 walking
Oh, yeah.
through. All right, you're gonna take that out. And
All right, 2. Ready 1. Take 1. Duran, if you could go ahead and set up for ways to give on the side, like we talked about. Yeah, there we go. All right, now put that towards the bottom. Looking good.
you guys, you can come in. You're good.
Very good. All right, ready 2. Dissolve 2.
And you're gonna bring it in.
And roll ways to give.
All right.
That is perfect, Duran.
Roll video.
All right, Jeff, your framing is probably good for when Mike comes back out again, but we're going to go to the bump next. I have more light this time.
On the
stage.
On the
you can actually see
page. On the Port City page.
Ready 3.
Everybody.
Dissolve 3. Oh, that was my bad. Or I'm not sure what just happened. Somehow we.
It's great to
Yeah.
be here. I do want to begin.
That was my bad, Duran. I wasn't really paying attention, and I think you went away from that before, and then we went back to you, and I forgot to cut away from you first. Ready 1.
Wait for them to go tight.
Take 1.
And go for it. Yep.
All right, bring his name in.
And part of what I want to take a moment is just explain, like philosophically.
And slowly ease to the right.
You guys can come in if you want. You're welcome to come in.
Here we go.
We don't see this as someone filling in for me. We see this as part
What am I doing?
of exercising, expressing the voice of our church for and towards our congregation, for one another.
I was gonna say Tom's coming in. Tom's not worried about it.
Looks like Mike's going to be gone this week speaking here. So Carson will fill in for him. We really looked at this holistically.
All right, ready 2.
For this series of
Take 2.
in the spring, winter teaching, and into the spring of ministry. And considered, and we felt like it would be a great chance for me to be with our high school students, and to be with them for the weekend, and that as part of that it would be great for Carson to be here, and then we make our plans accordingly, because that's what we believe about the voice of our church. And so,
Can you put 5 in preview? I'm not going to take it, but
what he brought, I got to watch online coming home
I think it's good. Yeah.
Camp
Ready
Willow
1.
Springs, I think it's the name of it.
Take 1.
Willow Springs. With a bunch of high school students. Anybody else here?
Ready 3.
My whole goal, I
Never
told
mind.
them, my whole goal is to just be cool, like to be seen as cool for the whole weekend. I think I did okay. And I love being there. I left with great hope. I love the way you guys are thinking about things, the questions, the conversations.
Ready 3 briefly
Our student
in
ministry
the room.
staff and
Ready 3.
volunteers were just absolutely unbelievable.
Take 3.
And are unbelievable what they do and are
Ready 2.
leaders, to what they offer to one another.
Go for it. Yeah, it should fit. Sweet.
And kind of watch what was happening in the room here, and it was
Take
just
2.
really encouraging weekend.
Thanks, Jeff.
Carson went through the whole entire chapter of Matthew 16. I'm just going to take a smidgen of that today.
Ready 6 online?
All right, go ahead and show the first verse, or not, don't bring it in yet, but just show me the first verse.
Take 6 online. 6 and 2 are live.
Beginning of Lent, and as you can tell, I'm not really a high church guy. I've never really honored the church calendar and any of that. And this year we've tried to say, hey, we want to pay attention to this. Not
No, it does look a little red. Nick and I were talking about it in the last service.
But we want to be mindful because we're going to.
His that camera struggles to pick up the thing. All right, ready to go back to 2 and back to 2. 2's live everywhere.
We want to say, let's look at our time to enter into the story.
6, can you tilt down just a little bit?
Of Jesus.
All right, ready 1.
Doing in our world.
And so
There we go.
using this starting
Yeah.
from
All right.
advance,
Ready? 5 online. Take 5
this
online.
last week was
5 and 2 are
Take
live.
one.
All right. And now 1
One
and 5 are
and
live.
just a
Yeah.
little in the season. And so we had a prayer time in here. It's
Sure, go
absolutely
for it.
beautiful. I came in, we all, many of you did. It was a great response. But to come in to spend some time praying, and I've committed myself to enter into this.
And ready?
season
1.
of Lent. To really
And
consider,
and
my own
take 1. One's live everywhere.
mortality, to consider my own propensity towards sin, to consider confession, repentance, and most of all to consider the cross. To really think about and meditate on the cross, to just consider the cross. Because what I grew up in the church, right? And the cross was a means to an end. You get through the cross and get the resurrection. And I'm looking forward to the resurrection. I'm excited about Easter, what we're doing this year. We're going to talk about it on Easter. So we're going to talk about the resurrection on Easter, probably perhaps differently than you've thought about it before. But to get there, you've got to embrace the cross. So I'm just spending this season
Take 2.
holding on and meditating on and thinking about the cross. It is foolishness to the world, but it is life-saving to those who are being saved. That's Paul's words. So I'm going to inflict some of that on
All right,
you
Karn,
guys,
if you could move
as
him
part of
slightly
this.
to
And
the
what
right
this helps
side of the
us
frame.
see is not the tragedy.
I guess
of
I'll do
the
it on his
cross,
own.
but the beauty of it. The thing that moves us to give ourselves. And that's how we're going to focus on this. One other thing by way of sort of setting where I'm going is, I have long studied leadership. I enjoy leadership. I feel like that part of the skills
Ready? 5.
required to do what I'm responsible for here
And
requires some
take
level of
5.
leadership, right? You have
5 and 2 are live.
vision, you have to empower people. All those things are a part of it. I love reading about leadership. I love studying leadership.
And there we go. Ready 2. And back to 2. 2's live everywhere. 5, when he comes towards you like that, if you can, he's kind of walking himself out of focus. So when he's tight to the camera like that, you probably need to refocus.
Weddings, right? I'll be the wedding director, and they usually kind of defer to me, like, "Oh, Mike, you can just tell me." I said, "No, you're in charge."
Ready? 6 online.
I will stand when you tell me to stand.
And
pray when you tell me to pray.
take 6 online.
Good follower.
6 and 2 are live.
And I try to live like this, and I do and participate with other events. This past weekend, our student that was led by our team. I'm a good follower. I'm going to do what you're asking of me. I'm going to contribute to your leadership in this. And the reason this is important is not just because it helps you to be easy to get along with.
All right.
Ready,
And,
1.
But it's what Jesus
all right.
requires
And we're going to go to
of us.
3.
He invited us
3, can you go wide?
to say, "Hey, come and you'll be a leader in God's kingdom." He invites us to come and be a follower.
Keep going. There we go. All right. Ready? 3.
That's what I want to talk about. What does it mean to follow? What is the way
Take 3.
of being a follower of Jesus?
3 and 1 are live.
We struggle. I struggle with this.
Yeah.
I assume you do, and you probably will by the time we're done.
Okay. Ready? 1.
We struggle with
And
this
back to 1.
because we live
1's live everywhere. 3, you're clear.
is to get as
6, are you? Can you raise your
Ready, 2.
camera a little bit on the tripod? You may be able to eliminate that. I'm assuming that's a head right there. You probably don't have to go up much.
Get the most possible out of something by putting
Okay.
the least possible into it.
Ready, 2.
This goes into like
Take 2.
score, right? What I need to have a C on the test, right? What I need to get, like these kind of questions we ask because we want to get as much as we possibly can and give as least amount as possible. And this just runs flat contrary to what Jesus says, and he shows us how different our view is. And this is Matthew chapter
All right.
16,
Ready, 1.
verse 21.
Take 1.
And we'll pick up there. And this is Jesus is explaining some things. Said this whole series of events with the Pharisees. Carson talked about that last week. And it says, from that time on, Jesus began
Bring
to
it in.
explain to
Yeah,
his
slides in.
disciples that he must go to Jerusalem and suffer many things at the hands of the elders, the chief priests, and the teachers of the law. So Jesus is telling his disciples
Yes.
that things are about to get hard. He's going to suffer at the hands of the religious leaders.
Come on in. Come on in.
This, and that he must be killed and on the third day raised again. All right,
It's a big group.
To anybody? What did Jesus say was going to happen to him? He's going to go
Yeah.
and he's going to suffer. He's going to be what? Killed. And then what's going to happen? He's going to be raised again on the third day. Crystal clear. Do you realize what happened? And this is getting ahead of myself, but do you realize what happened on Easter Sunday? They all heard this, and none of them recognized him. Why? Because it.
All right. I'm going to take the slide out.
Clear as he was, they just.
Ready,
could
2.
not
I'm going to keep it in.
believe
Ready, 2.
Okay.
Take 2.
And when you don't
And I'm going to
believe
go to
it,
5. Ready?
you
5.
see it. And y'all, that happens to us.
And take 5 online.
This is why what
5 and 2 are live.
is so important. Peter
And
takes him aside after
I'm
he
gonna
says,
go
this is a
back to clean feed.
terrible idea.
Two's live everywhere.
If you're leading a movement, dying is a terrible strategy. That's what he says to him. This
Y'all
is a
enjoy the rest of the
bad
tour.
idea. It says he rebukes him. And then Jesus turns to him, right? He says, never, Lord, this shall never happen to you. And Jesus turns
All right.
to him.
You might want
and
to
he
put the slide
says,
back in.
Get behind me, Satan. I think Peter thought, this escalated quickly, right? I'm just trying to give you a little bit of advice. And you're like calling me like the enemy. Get behind me, Satan. You are a stumbling block to me.
Ready, one.
You
Frame
do
up
not
slightly
have
to the right again.
In your mind concerns
Card.
Of God, but rather
There we go. Ready, one.
merely human concerns.
Take one.
Yeah, you're welcome to come in.
Oh, sorry about this, Carl.
This is actually the second time
Good
Jesus
follow.
will be tempted to try and fulfill his call.
Go ahead and
without
lose the slide.
sacrifice.
And
As much as possible.
yeah, slide's clear online.
As little as possible. Remember he was in
Ready,
the
two.
wilderness, and this Satan tempts him. Hey, turn this stone into bread.
6, can you center him up?
Hey,
I'm gonna
it's
come
at
to
the
you
top
here.
of the temple.
All right, ready, 6 online.
Hey, look at the whole world.
And take 6 online. 6 and 1 alive.
All this can be yours. Just give me
And
whatever.
then
Ready, two.
From Vertigo.
5, I'm gonna come to you.
Take
That's
two.
what the song is about.
Not yet. Let me come to 5.
He offers him the
And
kingdom. He says, you can have
can you tilt
all
down a
this
little bit,
without
5?
sacrifice.
There we go. Ready, 5?
But what does Peter say?
Nope, and he's gonna come back towards us.
I think there's a better way. You can have all this
All
without
right,
sacrifice.
I'm gonna go back to clean feed here for a
You
minute.
see
Ready,
this
clean
again in
feed.
the garden.
10 clean feed. 2's live everywhere.
Jesus
We'll
is
get to the
sitting down,
title here in a second.
kneeling down in Gethsemane.
All right, let's
And
try
he
it
says,
now.
if there's
Ready,
any
5?
other way, could we
Take 5.
have
All right, go ahead and show it.
all without the cross. But nevertheless, not my will, but yours. This is a familiar thing to all
And ready,
humans,
clean feed.
All right.
because we all
And take
have
clean
Go
feed.
ahead and advance.
Yeah, I'm
the
clear
slide.
online.
And God is trying to get
I
us
think we're
on
gonna
board,
skip
trying
the
to
rest
invite
of
us
this.
in to see something.
Let's go to advance to 25. Actually, wait, hold it. Hold that.
Whoever wants to be my disciple
Ready, one,
must
take
deny
one.
themselves and take up their cross,
Bring it in.
or and take up their cross and follow me.
Sorry, I thought he was
Whoever
gonna
wants
skip
to
it.
save their life will lose it.
Only because you said that, Jerry.
Right. Yeah.
We'll find it. We'll discover it. We'll see it unfold. I think we overlook this very easily. We don't think about saving ourselves very often. But what do we do to save ourselves? What do you do to
All right,
save
I'm gonna
yourself?
take the
What
slide
do I
out.
save
Go ahead and pull it
myself?
out.
What are we saving ourselves from?
All right, you're clear. Go ahead and
I think
advance.
often we're saving ourselves from the things that we
Yeah,
fear.
just to
the things that
26.
we don't want
Or
to
did
happen.
I don't think we did
The
26,
fear
did we?
of being disappointed, the fear
Okay,
of
yeah,
missing out,
yeah,
the
yeah.
fear of being hurt, the
Yeah,
fear of
all right, this
missing
is
out
good.
purpose, the fear of missing
Yeah,
an
this is good.
opportunity, the fear of squandering something.
6, can you zoom out and bring in the whole
Ourselves
the whole
is our
LED?
attempts to preserve our way at the expense of
And then
everything.
pan to your right just a hair. There we go. All right, we'll try this. Let's see what it looks like. Ready, 6? Take 6 online. Yeah, all right, I kind of like that. For just a variety shot, maybe not where we sit, but just to create a little context. No, he's not. We are highlighting his whatever you want to call it. All right, and we're going to go back to 1 here. Ready, 1? And back to 1. 6, you're clear.
If you deny yourself anything, or if anybody denies you anything that you have the right to, it is like morally reprehensible. It's like psychologically damaging, right? It feels.
This is Jason and I talked about it. Like it's so hard. Yeah, the mic is not sensitive enough to pick him up when he's whispering, so it's really hard to hear him. But if he gets louder, people around him can hear him.
Wrong. The value in our culture, one of the highest values, has become the value of self-care.
Yeah, you got that head
And so we're constantly
on the
trying to
left
figure
there,
out
Jason. I
how
got you.
we ensure that
All right,
we
ready,
are
2?
cared for by ourselves. And let me
Take 2.
Please let me make a disclaimer. I am not suggesting for a moment that you just neglect yourself.
And then I'm going to go
Nor
to
that you
5
just
here in a
continue
second. Ready,
on
5?
in,
Take
you know,
5.
Unhealthy relationships, or just give yourself flippantly things. That's not what I'm talking about. Jesus is actually talking about the opposite of that.
5 and 2 are live.
I'm just saying that we live in a culture, the natural trajectory, the natural inclination is
Ready,
for
2.
you to try and to save yourself.
Take 2. 2's live everywhere.
And if you
5,
save
he was like getting right to the edge where you're going to have to tilt up, and I know that tripod does not like that.
Ready, 1?
That's what's going to happen. You're not going to find what you're looking for. And 2 things I think specifically have happened. Number 1 is we sort of resist
Take 1.
commitment because
Bring it in.
we refuse to deny ourselves. We resist committing to things. I mean, this is how we make plans, right?
There,
I
going back.
Some of us with my kids, when they were like younger, we had landlines.
And
I remember that. You had to walk around the house with your phone. You had a really long cable, and you had to walk around with it.
Yeah.
In fact, if someone called
Ready,
to
two?
your house, your parents would answer the phone.
Take 2.
And you had to like talk to their parents and say, "Is Mike there?" Mike, that's just it. Michael Wayne. I'm like, don't tell them my middle name there, right?
All right. I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna take the slide out on there.
Okay. I'm gonna
Yep.
keep it in for now, but
It would beep.
It was a busy. So you have no idea this was a reality. And
Yep, I remember
you
this.
didn't have call waiting. If you didn't know what you were doing Friday by the time you left school, you weren't doing anything. There was no direction. And so you had to plan, you had to commit. We're all gonna. This sounds like I'm old. I'm
Yep.
complaining about the next generation. I'm
Yep.
not. This would happen to all of us. But what happens now is like because the speed of
Yeah. Oh,
communication
somebody's trying to. Yep. Somebody's on AOL.
creates a real hesitancy to commit to anything. Why? Because you might be 10 minutes from going here, and some
Yeah.
better opportunity goes, and you can go there.
Yep.
And you don't want to rule anything out
Ready, 5.
because you're trying to make sure, you're trying to ensure right, that you get what you're looking for.
You can focus 5. I just want to make sure. Ready, 5.
We don't commit to
And
relationships.
take 5. 5 and 2 are live.
hanging on this one a long time.
We don't
Yeah.
commit to
Ready,
organizations.
2. Ready, 1. Take 1.
We don't.
Or 2. 2's live everywhere.
Sports team,
5, you're
right?
clear.
I grew up with the analogy that there is no I in team, but there is I in NIL,
All right,
right?
go ahead
It's
and
like
pull
this
it out.
whole thing that begins to happen.
Ready, 1.
We're all trying to build
Take
our
1.
brand
Good in advance.
and protect and ensure that nothing happens to them.
I don't get the NIL reference.
Resist committing. And the second part is we resist sacrifice.
All right, go ahead and bring it in.
The most
Bringing the
amount
slide in.
for the littlest amount required. And so sacrifice just goes by the wayside. And what I want to say this as clearly as I can. You will not have a life
Ready, 2.
that you long for apart from commitment and sacrifice. It is not going to happen. Anything worth
Take 2.
having or pursuing is going to require something from you. And
All right, I'm gonna take the slide out.
Right? To be married.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a college athlete to
Requires
get paid.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
It requires commitment.
Yeah.
To employ well requires sacrifice.
All right, go ahead and lose the slide.
To be employed well requires.
All right, ready, 1.
Notice
Take
I said
1.
well.
All right, Duran, if you can frame up with the whole screen, we're gonna go with the large, like pull out. There we go.
To pursue education requires sacrifice.
And then tilt
commitment.
down.
To pursue a career that
Slightly.
means something
There you go. Right about there. There you go. Thanks. That should be good.
requires sacrifice and commitment.
Is he?
All these things we
Yes, he's
notice
getting ready to
is
the
true,
wall.
But yet we keep kind of erasing ourselves out. So we try to hold on to ourselves, and in doing so, we sort of create this model, this sense, this default posture of self-preservation. I don't.
All right,
want
that
anything
should
to
be
happen to
that should
me
be it on the wall.
in the life that I'm trying to create,
There we
or trying
go.
to save
Ready, 2. Take
myself.
2.
And sort of the next logical iteration is when you are your own sort of sense of care and preservation. You don't need anything, which immediately chokes you off from grace. We deny grace because we don't need anything. And the trajectory, we're going to talk more about this, the trajectory is to just, once you sort of learn that you have to protect and to hold, you're going to start to demand. And this just leads us to this sort of sense of self-indulgence, depending on what kind of opportunities you have in front of you is how much you can indulge yourself. And the thing is now, because we have phones and devices that can lead us into a virtual world, there's virtually no limit on
Ready,
how
1.
much we can indulge in whatever we choose to at any given time. And this is the pattern. So
I feel like,
Jesus is sort of
Nick, I kind of like that shot on
against this,
Take
2.
warring against
Like
this.
it's framed well.
He says
I feel like.
specifically, He says in Matthew 6:24, he
Is
says,
this is?
we were to deny
Nope.
This is not a slide.
This is not a slide.
his disciple. If we
Oh,
were
we
All
just
right, ready,
changed
2.
it.
Take 2.
a student of his,
I don't
we
know
were
if.
to deny ourselves.
There we go.
And what this is a posture where we
Slowly ease to the right, Duran. Or you're going to the
Who's
left.
the-
It's fine.
Ashley, who's our producer?
The question would be, what is it that you are afraid of?
Caitlin. Can Caitlin give us a heads up when she's getting ready to cue the center screen just to make sure that we are on the wide shot when it comes in?
What do you not
That
want
one made a
to
change
let
on
go
us. And
of? The second is the idea of taking up our cross.
I don't know if Caitlin's probably on
Taking up
headset.
our cross.
Caitlin,
This
would you
is
mind doing that?
the idea of what is it that you're afraid of?
Try
What are you
go
afraid
around
of
you.
losing, right? If you were to really follow Jesus. First, to follow him. It's a lifelong commitment.
Yep. At least once.
That doesn't require you to commit for your lifetime. It requires you to be faithful in a moment to follow
We got
him
2 or 3 in
as
the
he
last
leads,
service.
when he leads. Momentary, daily, all this kind of stuff. And so I remember kind of growing up in this.
Ready, 5?
And I was,
Online?
I was terrified.
Go ahead
to be
and
honest, because my youth minister's favorite
Ready, one.
verse
All
is
right.
this one. So I'm a
Let me go to
high
5 here. Ready, 5,
Take
and
one.
take 5.
myself, take
Oh,
up your cross.
did I
Oh,
get
sorry,
there?
did I?
Jesus.
No, I
Yeah,
think we
so-
got it.
okay.
I think I got
And
it.
like, deny myself, I don't mind, right? I get it because I'm kind of a punk sometimes.
And we're
I
gonna,
want
let's see,
terrible
what's 6 look
things. So I
like?
can get that.
That's just
All right,
weird.
the verse,
Okay.
the verse shouldn't, Luke shouldn't be coming for a while.
All right.
So,
Because it feels like
if anything, actually, we
All
have
right.
another wall
We're gonna go back to
thing.
clean feed. Ready, clean feed?
taking up
Take
my
clean feed.
cross,
Because he's
I know what
walking
to
around a
do.
little bit.
I know what the cross is.
Actually, before the verse, we're gonna have another wall thing
like that?
after a little bit of time, but
So I try to think about this and just sort of break down what is the cross? Like what is
Yeah.
to take up your cross?
3
Right, to take up your cross
Port City 101s.
is a
And they're
kind of
giant
suffering.
groups.
So I
That's
look at this,
awesome.
I try to look at this and write this down. It's like,
All right, ready,
it's a
two?
kind of suffering.
Yep.
take 2.
And we all know, it's
Yeah, this is the one that like we get to
I've been fortunate
quicker
to go to
than.
Europe a couple times.
thought.
I've been
It's
to
like
a lot of
suffering and then
cathedrals
sacrifice and call.
museums,
Is that this one?
and
Yeah.
the art and the sculptures of these ancient artists, right, depicting. There's so much art and sculpture around Jesus and his.
All right, look at that. I paid attention to the 9.
We were in,
Booyah.
Montenegro last year, and
Does she also
there
have the notes in
is-
front of
we're in
you?
This cathedral on the
Jared, I'm proud of you.
1100s,
Thank you.
crucifix that had been carved out of wood.
That was definitely condescending.
If you didn't catch it, you should feel it.
Yes.
Ready, one. Take 1.
And not look at this at the same time. And it's just this
All right. Get ready to go back to 2, but ready, 2.
the cross and Jesus on it. I don't mind the gold cross.
And I'm
I
gonna.
don't like the one with Jesus on it.
All right, 6. Can you tilt down a little bit? Bring his feet in.
Thing, but this all came out of these movements, and you have to stare at this.
A little bit more. Oh, it's the head. The head.
Two.
And when they do this in these artistic ways,
Hold that thought
there's
still.
actually a beauty there.
It is what it
You gotta
is.
sort of try to figure out
Now,
what
6. Why don't we do the wide shot with the whole screen? I realize there's a head in there.
Ready, 2, take 2.
It is what it
But
is.
it's also a sacrifice. So what I
Ready,
try
6?
to do in my
Oh,
own
okay.
sort of wrestling this as a high school
Give him a chance to read it, and then I'm gonna jump
and
to 6.
even later on, is I'm like, okay, the
Ready,
suffering
6?
part is Jesus on the cross, the blood, the gore, the crown of thorns. That's part 1. The sacrifice is almost like options. To take out my cross.
Well, he's lined up in front of him. I don't want to go to 6 because he doesn't look lined up on 6.
Theological sense. Like I've read the Old Testament. It's a sacrificial lamb. Jesus is the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, 6. Can you zoom in just a little bit, and then I'm okay if we lose part of that there, and then pan to your right just a little bit. There we go.
That when Jesus
Ready,
was
6?
called to the cross, it was
No.
his particular calling to take up his
Yep,
cross. And
yep,
my
yep.
particular calling was to take up my cross, and it was a career
Ready,
of
6?
architecture.
Take 6 online.
You feel me?
6 and 2 alive.
And what am I trying to do? I'm
Ready,
trying
1
to minimize
for a second. Ready, 1.
all of this. I'm trying to make it not as jarring. I don't want it to be that thing
Ready,
that
5
I look
online.
at and don't want to look at.
And take
I
5
wanna
online.
Look at it and it be what I want it to be. And
Ready,
so
clean
this
feed.
Is exactly why Jesus
Ready,
spoke
1,
of
take
it
1.
This way.
And I'm going to
And-
go to
and
clean
here's
feed.
the thing I wanna make
1's
sure
live
you
everywhere.
understand.
5, you're clear.
The drift of our lives is toward comfort, to avoid pain. It's toward convenience, right? This is normal. It's not wrong. It's normal. What Jesus is suggesting of us is not normal. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Ready,
And
2.
so I remember in high school and college wrestling is going, okay,
Take 2.
take out my cross, right? At some point is going to be, and what I was trying to do all through this, I felt like God was leading me or calling me. I had a hunch, whatever phrase you want to give it, to like be in the ministry. But I wanted to be an architect, and I did not want to work for a church, and I did not want to be in ministry as a vocation. Those were 2 criteria that I had for God. I do not want this. And when I finally came to it, I felt like that taking up my cross was like to lay down
Ready,
this
1.
career in architecture and to pick up this cross of ministry. And I was a youth minister for a few years, and then we started Port City, and the bar when we started Port City, there was like, it was hand to mouth. There was nothing. It was nothing. And I remember thinking, if I can get through the first 3 years and not die, that will be success. And I did it. Like, okay, so it feels like a death, right? It feels like a death. But then what you think is, I've done this. I denied myself. I took up my cross, and now I get to go on
All right,
with the life of following him. That's what it feels
push
like,
in,
right?
knees up.
Like, check,
Duran on 2.
check.
Again.
I did it. And then Luke, right, records this. This verse
There
is
you go.
recorded in 3 of the 4 Gospels.
Ready,
Luke
2.
says it like this. See if you
Take
notice
2.
anything about this.
Ready
Then
for
he
the
said,
slide.
"And whoever wants to be my disciple must
Bring it in.
deny themselves and take up their crosses." Uh-oh.
Right? Luke was a physician. Right? This is like the doctor's order. Every day you need to do this thing. To take up your cross daily and follow him. And so we have to consider some things. We have to wrestle some things. What does it mean to take up your cross? Right? And again, this is some because I've been meditating and reflecting on the cross. I'm trying to prepare myself in this Lenten season for Easter, for the resurrection. I just want to stay fixed on the cross. Right? Paul said, I boast in the cross. I want to try to hold on to that. In Ephesians chapter 2, verse 15 and 16,
Couldn't pull it out.
Yep.
Paul writes this, that his purpose,
I'm clear as well.
purpose was to create in himself one
Bring it in.
new humanity out of two, thus making peace. So there's this division between the Jewish people and everybody else. That's the two divisions. And he says in one body, in the body of Jesus Christ, to reconcile both of them, how? Through the cross. You can say it out loud. Through the cross. God's intention to undo the separation was through the cross, by which he put to death their hostility.
Ready, 1.
We often think of the cross as like, let's get through the cross so we can get on to the resurrection.
Take a slide out.
We like to be alive.
Ready,
Yeah,
5.
take it out.
We don't like to die.
Take 5.
Ready, 1.
And
Take
the
1.
language of the
All right, go ahead and
scriptures
advance
is
to Romans.
death. Right, it's death. You can't just deny yourself.
3. Can we
So-
come to you next?
If you deny
As
Can
a
you start your dolly?
reminder,
3.
you're going to get resentful.
We're gonna
This is the one that has the scripture in it.
bring in the
And
scripture, and then
then 3?
the thing will be.
3 and 1 are live.
Right. So 2. Sorry, Darren. Go ahead and reset.
You gotta take up your cross.
And I'm going
There
to
we
go
go.
back to clean feed here in a
You
second.
can't just wake up more and say, Lord, I
Ready,
surrender
clean feed.
to you. I lay these things down. You
And
gotta pick something up
take
Tilt
clean feed.
down.
All right, 1's live everywhere.
and let it
3, you're
frame
clear.
There we go. Nice.
the way in which you live.
Go for it right here.
And
Perfect.
it says it like this in Romans chapter 5.
All right, get ready for the
verse 8.
slide.
But God
Dip, bring it
demonstrates
in.
his own love for us, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Christ died for us. The cross, his death was what from this verse? A
Ready, 2.
demonstration
Take
of
2.
God's love. Valentine's Day, I
Pull it out,
brought you
actually, pull it out.
flowers. This is a demonstration of my
I don't
love for you.
know if that's what we were
When
gonna do,
when
but
God
okay.
demonstrated his love for us,
Sure.
he gave the cross.
I'm not sure that's
It's like
what
it's
we
hard
were
'cause you have 2
after, but it
different
does.
verses. Yeah, I don't know.
We got everything in there that we needed to.
Because then we have to bring the next verse in, or I don't know.
You just
And
go
he
back to
says
the
the
tight shot
cross
for the
is
next
not a
2 verses.
defeat.
Say again.
If you go back to the
It
tight
is
shot for the next 2
overturned by
verses,
the
you'll be fine.
resurrection.
Because
Okay,
the
alright.
screen doesn't change till after the next 2
And then
scriptures, right? Yeah, okay.
Well, kind of. Depends on where you're standing, because the words will come in, you know.
Yeah, but not after the 2.
He won't load it till after he
That's
finishes
a
it.
different
Yeah,
job.
I feel like, did we talk about that? I feel like we talked about that in the meeting, but I could be wrong too.
Whoever loses their life for my sake will find it.
All right, ready, 1.
This is what he's driving at. He says
Take
that
1.
God demonstrates his love for
All right,
us.
bring it
while
in.
we were sinners, Christ died for us. Since we've been justified by his blood, how much more shall we be saved from God's wrath through him? For if while we were God's enemies, we were reconciled to him through the death of his son, how much more, having been reconciled, will we be saved through this life? Right? The cross
All right.
is a demonstration of
Go ahead and
God's
pull it
love,
out.
and it is the reconciliation
Ready, 2.
of the
Take 2.
world. That's actually from 2 Corinthians 5. On the cross,
Yeah, thanks.
God was reconciling the world to himself. To take up your cross is to be invited into that kind of posture. And this is what
And
begins to help me to
slide
see
out.
this. Yes, it
Slide's
is a
clear
call.
online.
It's a vocation. It's what God is asking me to give my life to. But out of that, what you begin to realize, when he calls you into something, it becomes very quickly a way in which you have to give up. To live and to follow Jesus requires you to give of yourself. It requires time. It requires money. It requires inconvenience. Right? To deal with issues in people, hard, difficult people, right? It requires something from you. And you think that you're doing good when you learn to put up
All right,
with
so
people
now we're
and
going to
tolerate.
skip these
Then
next
you
2
recognize there's a
slides,
whole
I
nother
think.
way to this, that when we take up our cross, when we take up our cross,
And then the next slide should be the quote,
the
from
call
what I
to the
remember.
demonstration of God's love, others-oriented, self-sacrificing love. And we're getting a vision for the reconciliation of all things. A reconciliation of
Ready,
all
1.
things. I mean, I
Take
talk
1.
a lot about navigating this world faithfully and full of chaos. I want to say this as clearly as I can. You will not navigate the chaos. Sorry, navigate the chaos faithfully and full of hope. Did I say navigate with chaos? Navigate the chaos faithfully and full of hope. You will not navigate the chaos without taking up your cross. It won't happen. Think about your alternatives.
Ready, 5.
The chaos isn't going away. And what
Take
you're going
5.
to end up doing is either obliterating,
5 and 1 are live.
marginalizing, or
Ready, 2.
neutralizing anyone who creates chaos. And if you can't do it for the world, you'll just do it for the world.
Let's go to
I'm
6. Ready,
taking
6?
people aside. I'll
Okay.
stop listening
Oh,
to you,
sorry.
I'll stop
No, you're good.
listening to
I
your
was
products,
on
I'll
something
stop
different.
reading
Ready,
your
6. Take 6.
Bible.
6
You just
and 2 are live.
marginalize or try to
Ready,
neutralize
clean
them
feed?
so their chaos doesn't bother you. Or you build insulated borders
And take 2.
around where you live to
2's live
protect
everywhere.
yourself from the chaos that affects other people. And you learn very quickly, particularly the more access you have to
Ready,
wealth,
1.
the easier it is to isolate and insulate yourselves from the problems that other people face. And so to take up our call, right, is to recognize that we bear, and we are to be a demonstration of God's love, his self-sacrificing, others-oriented love, and we are to bring and
Take
to
1.
work towards the reconciliation of all things.
Yes.
That means you have to care about things that you ordinarily might not have to care about. And I'll tell you, this has been my experience. I wanted so long ago to just sort of stop and go, hey.
That was like the one 2 or 3 weeks ago. Kept reminding me of the Lord of the Rings.
And you keep taking up your cross, and you keep pursuing. You find your heart broken for the things that break God's heart. And to think that you're going to care about the issues
Yes,
of this
I was
world
just
without
thinking that
shedding
exact thing.
tears and blood
Or frame of
and
reference.
sweat, you are kidding yourselves.
All right, 2, if you could tilt down and then push in a bit more. Push in and tilt up slightly. So like knees up with this in there as well. All right, ready, 2, take 2.
For the reconciliation of all things. This
All right,
is
he's gonna walk that way.
probably
Just
more than
ease it
anything
over there.
else in the
There you go.
last 5 or 6
Well done.
or 7
Oh, we're a
years,
little bit tight.
is to think that the gospel
That's good,
is
I think.
about
That's
me.
good.
You know, I've gotten weepy
Ready,
as
1.
I've gotten older. I think because I have a
Take 1.
grandbaby now and I get to watch my kids.
Pull out just
parent
slightly.
Another daughter getting married, and I just get really, really.
There we go,
really
push in.
weepy about things. But also have learned
And then tilt up
to
slightly.
have my heart broken
There we go.
for things that I wouldn't likely care about otherwise. To enter into those places, to enter in with those folks, to enter in with people, right?
Ready, 2.
Compassion literally means
Take
to
2.
suffer with. It's to enter into that. Right? To take up our cross, to do this is going to require something from you, and that's something
Ready,
that's
5.
likely to be painful. But that's what Jesus was
take 5.
preparing us for. You know, I wish I was a prosperity preacher because it would be a lot more fun and I'd have a lot better lifestyle. I wish I could tell you that Jesus wants you to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. But there's cancer.
Ready, 1.
There's divorce.
Take 1.
And there's abuse. And there's marginalization. And there's oppression. And there's all these things. And to think that the
Ready,
world is
1.
going to fix
Take 1.
it
1's live everywhere.
is foolish.
Do we want to keep that LED wall on when it's on still?
It's God himself
Yeah,
through his
it looks
people
that
to bring a
illustration.
demonstration of his love, his
Okay.
others-oriented, self-sacrificing love. And to live with the reality that we
Oh, about Jägermeister here, the Australian martyr.
reconciliation of all things.
I butchered all of those things. I said Jägermeister, the Australian martyr.
God
I butchered all of that.
reconciling this world.
And he's Austrian, not
This
Australian.
isn't the gospel about, this is what happens when you go to, how to get
The
in
year
heaven
before
with God.
last, I went to Austria,
This is much different.
and they had
These are
signs that you could buy
actually
that said,
said.
"There's no kangaroos in Austria."
Part of aren't you glad you came to church today? It's part of my reading. I'm reading. Somebody gave me a book about a year ago, maybe not quite that long ago. It's The Prayers of the Martyrs. Fun reading.
There we go. All right, go ahead and push in, Duran.
And so
We're going to reset. I think we have something else going on the screen later, I think. Yeah, the follower strives to be that one. But for now, yeah.
And he's an Austrian farmer. He was a martyred in the
Ready, 2?
1940s.
Actually, hold that thought. Ready, 2?
Austria in that area.
Take 2.
Franz Jägerstätter was a kind of a hooligan for lack of better terms. He was a motorcycle ride, and he kind of created a lot of trouble. He found Christ and began to immerse himself in the scriptures and learning how to walk in the way of Jesus. He took this aspect seriously, to deny yourself, take up your cross, and follow him. And so his life became radically different, serving and giving. And then as the Nazis were moving in that direction, they annexed Austria, and they required everyone in his village. His village was located on the border. They required everyone in his village to join the Nazi army and to fight with Hitler. And he refused. And he refused because he thought that what Hitler was doing was not consistent with the way of Jesus, even though most people thought it was consistent with some kind of Christianity that would conquer the world. And he refuses. And so they arrest him. Even his priests would come to him and say, hey, Romans 13, submit to your governing authorities, and you have a duty and all these things. He refused. And they would offer him every time, if you refuse, we'll let you out of jail. If you refuse, if you join the army, we'll let you out of jail. We'll let you out of jail. And he refused until on August the 9th, 1943.
And Carden, can you tilt down just slightly to get the bottom of the table?
And he lost his life, and his last words were said to be, I am completely bound in inner union with the vision. I'm completely bound in inner union with the Lord. And what we need, you and I need, is a vision of God's love and his character.
Nonchalant. Non.
That is worthy of the sacrifice.
Nonchalant.
His story was long forgotten. For years and years.
Are you talking about me over there?
Yeah, somebody has to spell something.
Research found his story to be really compelling. I was actually made into
what
a movie,
in there?
But before that, they commuted his death sentence, which I
No,
is good
I don't.
news.
I don't think he said it. It's in the notes.
But
It just said it made a movie about his life in 2019.
Franz is in a church, one of these old cathedrals, with his friend who's a painter, and he's painting.
Wood Between the Worlds is the book.
Christ on a cross. And they're having
Which trivia question, does anyone know what book that's from? That term?
How things are pressing in, and here's this
C.S. Lewis book.
Oh, is it? It's about Narnia? Okay.
It is. Do you know the book?
But I don't suffer myself.
No.
In fact, I make a living off of it.
Magician's Nephew.
Is it?
He uses, and he says, what we do is we created
Oh, is it? Okay. I didn't know that.
not followers. We don't see Christ's life as a demand. And in fact, we don't want to be reminded of it, so I paint a comfortable Christ. I paint Christ with halos. How can I show what I haven't lived? Someday I might have the courage to venture.
All right, Durian, go ahead and reset so that you can get the most of the full screen.
As they were watching this movie, people realized and recognized this was almost a quote from the Danish philosopher Søren Kierkegaard. And he writes this. What then is the difference between an admirer and a follower? A follower is or strives to be what he admires. An admirer, however, keeps himself
It almost looks like fabric hanging back there.
He fails to see that what is admired involves a claim upon him, and thus fails to be or to strive to be what he admires. Then he adds this line, as such, they refuse to accept that Christ's life is
Lady's gonna change.
Okay.
We were talking to the students this past week. You go to camp.
Slide's clear.
You hear all this stuff, and I'm gonna
Are we not bringing the center?
Pull the slide out.
Okay, pull it out.
You don't work your way into this.
Are we waiting for the center screen?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. Moved and compelled by the love of Christ, that you would be willing to make your life available to be a demonstration of God's love, his others-oriented, self-sacrificing love.
I want to go to 1, but I don't want to go to 1.
Yeah.
Of the reconciliation of
go ahead, go for 1.
Ready 1, take 1.
Oh,
son of a. Ready 2, take 2. I thought she said go to 1.
So did I. That's what I thought. That's what I thought she said. I was doing the same thing.
My bad.
Is to embrace his heart for the world, and then to follow him is just being willing to give yourself.
No, in the room too. Yeah.
We're not likely to be martyrs in the United States of America in the next little bit. Could, but probably not. I know a lot of people think that you're persecuted, right? When people post something online and someone says mean things back, say, I'm just being persecuted. Now, that's not being persecuted. That's being foolish, right? There's a difference. And I want you to hear this. I spent most of my early years terrified.
Ready, 1.
That God was going to disappoint me.
Take 1.
I can show you journal entries from high school and college. I memorized Romans.
All right, Duran, go ahead and push in, knees up with the background.
I'm going to go to
Tilt up.
5. Ready, 5?
Tilt up.
Right.
But I still want, sorry, I still want the
5.
background to be
5 and 1 are live.
legible.
5, you're live.
See what God has prepared for those who love him. I was like, God,
You're good, Duran.
There we
Go
go.
ahead and pull out.
Romans 10:11. Whoever believes in me will not be
And
disappointed.
we're going to go back.
Yeah, so we can still see the screen part.
Take clean feet. 5, you're clear.
Yep, tilt up. And then push in a little bit more. Yeah. There we go. Like right about like that. There we go.
I was going to be done. I don't want to sit here
Ready,
and pretend
2?
like I have taken up my cross and I have denied. I don't want to pretend like
Take
that.
2.
But I can tell you in the places where I'm trying and I'm learning to do this. The life that I, quote, lost is nothing compared to this sense of life that I'm beginning
Ready, 1.
to find.
Take 1.
And what I can tell you without reservations that I have found him to be faithful. And I want to remind you of the promise. What's the promise? That whoever loses their life for his sake will do what? Find it. It's a risk. It's a risk. You can try and hold on and preserve.
Ready, 1. Sorry, 2.
You can entrust
Take 2.
yourself to him and his way. And I believe that you will find him to be
All right, 3, go ahead and push in so that we can get Clay when he comes back on stage. It'll be after the prayer, but pull out slightly. Sorry, I'm trying to decide. Just like a little bit more, a little bit more,
Father, would
a little
you
bit more. Maybe like right about there.
be gracious to us in this?
Ready, 1. Take 1.
The longer we live, the more that we have, the more we think we have to lose. And so the more tempted we are to hold on. I think you understand that perfectly. But you still tell us to deny ourselves and to take up our cross.
And then Duran, you can go ahead and set up for a 2-shot of like Mike, where Mike and him will be, yeah, something like that. And then Clay can walk into it.
Sacrifices. And for a hope.
All right, ready, 3.
To be not just better.
Pan to the right slightly, 3. You don't need to have movement on your shot. It's fine. You can keep it relatively steady. And then I'll tell you when to start moving, maybe.
And I ask all these things.
All right, ready, 3. Dissolve 3.
Christ who is our King. Amen.
I meant to take, that's okay.
Amen. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Hey, y'all.
All right, ready, 2.
Mike, that was really powerful.
Take 2.
2 ways that we can continue to process this message and practice it is to RCP and join us for Race in the Kingdom
Ready,
on
1.
the 29th. And the
Take
other
1.
is to join us with our journey towards the cross. These daily readings and devotions through the Gospel of John that are started now and going.
All right, get ready for the link. Show me the link, Cheryl. Ready, 2. Take 2.
Jesus and the teaching of Jesus, let him change us, become what we admire. Church, we can pray for you, or if you need to talk to someone, we'll have some folks down front. Other than that, we'll see you all
Ready,
really
1.
soon. We love you guys. Have
Take
a great
1.
rest of your day. Thank you.
All right, that's okay. Yeah, real walk out.
Go.
Good work. Good work.
Thanks, everybody.
Great job, guys.
Except for that, me botching that last cut. Other than that, it was pretty good. I was like so ready for it, and then I was like, oh, maybe he's gonna hang here for a while. Oh well. Better next time. Better next time. Well done, everyone. Thank you. Have a great Sunday. I don't think so. No. Yeah. Yeah, I know it's like a bank holiday, but